Discord family, what's going on? It's Gordy, CEO of Stock and Lock. I'm here to go over how I like to screen for stocks, look out for parabolic breakouts, and just my overall process. I think it'd be beneficial to share that with you guys. So let's just go into it. Let's just jump into it. First off, this is my YouTube channel here. If you're new or don't know about this channel, feel free to subscribe to it. That'd be great. Check out some videos here. Quick little overview about my channel. By the way, we'll be adding a new tab or channel to our Discord, Stock and Lock, which is this. And essentially, I'm providing everyone weekly stock and locks, which are my favorite stocks that I'm personally invested into, along with a combination with a lock play or an NBA sports betting pick or NBA, MLB, any sport really. Right now, I'm focused on March Madness, but that's what the channel is all about. And I do dual weekly recaps as well. So let's jump into it. First thing I like to do is head on over to finviz.com. Okay, finviz.com. First thing you do here at the home screen, look at the overall indices. So Dow, NASDAQ, S&P 500. How are we doing? Uptrend. Bulls taking over the market right now. Great thing to see. Next, I like to look at this little mini map here. Okay, we click this, we can get a good idea of which sectors are performing well and which individual stocks in those sectors are performing well. And I'll jump back to that in a second, but let's just go back to the home screen for now. Next, what I like to do is head over to the top gainers and top losers. This is important, especially if you're day trading, to look at total volume. As we could see, SPRT, huge spike this morning. JFIT, new highs. So sometimes even if you go to the losers, you can potentially see some good entry points for these losers. For instance, this one right here, SPTX, what happened? Previous uptrend, but we have a pullback, sell-off. Typically with those sell-offs, you can get back at a good lower support level, right? So it's at 49.66, consider getting in at about 50, right? Something like that. Just something to think about is what I mean. Come down here, you can see earning releases, and you could even see some key top insider tradings down here as well. You could see futures, and in addition, you can see some key indicators or signals on these specific tickers. So there's trend line support for these four stocks. We can see that IPHA, VSTA, and PVI have a little wedge going on. We have a wedge up on WY, EXPD. So you can see these. I would not rely on these at all. I would do your own due diligence and your own charting, or ask me to do some stocks you would like me to chart. Feel free to leave that in this video's comments below as well. And by the way, if I've helped you in any way, make money or give you a different perspective on the stock market, please hit that subscribe and like button. I'd appreciate it. All right, let's just jump into before we screen how we screen stocks, I want to jump into this news tab. Highly recommend not relying on these news reports because it could cloud your judgment. But I would say to, get a just overall look at some of these news updates and just kind of see what's going on here. All right, let's jump into the screener. So first thing you want to do is hit screener. And what we can do here now is hit all. Okay, and now we can start screening for a specific stock. So as you guys remember from our last from when I hit the maps right here, we can toggle with this time frame right here. So 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 3 months. We can see how these sectors are doing overall on a day frame, on a week frame. Okay, technology not too good over the last 2 weeks. We know that. Why? Because of the high bond yields. What does that mean? Okay, that means that over 3 months, even though consumer electronics and technology are not doing too well, what happened with the banks? Excellent. Okay, so just something to think about. Let's say it's a sector that's kind of half and half, right? So over the last 3 months, technology has some red and green. Let's try and screen for a stock in technology sector. Okay, so we'll come back here to screener. We'll hit all, sector, technology. let's make sure they have some positive growth. So EPS growth over past 5 years, positive. We want a 200-day simple moving average above, so price above SMA 200. And just another screener, let's say target price, okay? It's important that we're screening for something above the target, below the target price or above. This one could get tricky. If you want to go below the target price, that's a good idea for if you're expecting a run up for that stock, because typically the price will start moving either at that target price or above it. So let's just put below for right now, okay? That gives us a good enough, those are good enough segments to filter by. You could even do market cap if you want, I mean, another thing traders don't really look for, at least I don't hear many people talk about, is the market capitalization of the actual investment they're trading, right? So the larger the company you're trading, often the less return, but the more safety net you will have. We'll leave that alone for now, but just something to think about. If you see your stock, down, if you're down 40%, 50% on your stock, and it's a higher market cap, the chances of that stock bouncing back are going to be that much more higher. So we can scroll down here and take a look at a couple of these, okay? So if you just scroll, kind of hover over it, you can see the charts here. To do a deeper dive though, and kind of compare these further, we want to hit valuation, scroll down, and now we can see, price change. We could see total volume. This looks like a good one. APPS, high volume, BB, high volume, BlackBerry. So let's take a look at BlackBerry. Let's say we want to do a quick TA on BlackBerry. So we can hit this technical analysis tab and look at an overall comparison, technical analysis via these charts. So APPS, we see a 125% SMA 200 above the SMA 200. Okay, that's important. Let's compare that to BlackBerry. So only 54% with BlackBerry. This looks like a nice one to get into, okay? There is a double top right there, something to be wary of. So let's stay away from that one. This one looks nice. 27% above the SMA, solid market cap. Arrow Electronics. Okay, we have our stock. We have a nice uptrend here. What do we do now? Well, that's when I would do my chart. Okay, head on over to TradingView. What stock is this? This is ARW. Type that in. Okay. Come here, take a full look at the day frame and see how it's moving. We're going up. We're going up. That is true. Okay, let's take a deeper dive in. Let's see the 4 hour, right? If we take a deeper dive at the 4 hour, could do some retracements, but I prefer to do retracements on the day. So if we come back to the day, we could do a quick retracement, see some good entry and exit points for this stock. That's my next thing I like to do after I screen for that stock specifically. So back to March 20th, 2020, a year. I like to take about a half a year or a year. In this case, a year is perfect. So from that, what we could do is a retracement. Come here to our retracement tool, Fibonacci, baby. High point, low point. There we go. Now you could wait for a little pullback here at what is this? 95.47. Yeah, sure, if you want to, but it's going high, right? You don't want to miss this. So just some key things to do here. And then what we could also do is a extension for some good exit points. So we're above the 50% on the retracement. That's great. Even above the 83, and we're above this and above the 61.8 and the 786, which is great. Staying above this 100-day moving average. And remember, guys, we're 27% above the 200-day moving average. Just something to think of. So if I come here, put in 200, boom, look at that, 27%, okay? So just something to think about. And then also, if we look at the extension for some exit points, we want to take it from the bottom of that first impulse wave, come up to the top of the end of the first impulse wave, and back down to that pullback, okay? So that will give us some good exit points for this stock. And if we got in, let's say just to play it safe, we got in at 100, okay, in between 109 and 95 right here. What we could do then is potentially exit at 113.92 and collect profits. Was that 7% maybe? Collect your gains along the way, guys. 20 to 50% is my number. It varies, right? But 5 to 10%, always put your cut loss signal on. So that's my video on how I like to screen for stocks. If you have any other stocks, like I said before, that you want me to help you screen for or do some charts on, please leave them in the comments below. Other than that, look forward to going over this channel with you guys in the future, and best of luck. Trade safely.